What it do? Man, y'all already know what it is. I am that boy Box. This is Roughhouse Boxing TV. And hey, appreciate y'all for stopping back by the house, man. Chopping it up with your boy, man. But you already know what to do, man. Hey, wipe your feet, come on in, close the door behind you, man. That's what's up, man. Y'all have a seat. But El Fenici in the building. What's going on, bro? Block fam, gang, gang. That's what it is, man. Hey, but hey, this is gonna be the breakdown and prediction video for the Sergei Kovalev, dang, I was almost said Andre Ward. Uh, Trey X in the building. What's going on with you, bro? Hey, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna break it down. Yeah, man. Try to do this live thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get back up on my grind. I was behind the power curve for a minute. We back in action with the laptop. That's what's up. But yeah, this is the Sergey Kovalev, Anthony Yarde breakdown and prediction video, man. So first off, I gotta say, man, hey, big salute, shout out to the whole Block fam. Got El Fenici and Trex in the building. You know what I'm saying? Hey, along with Marlo's Corner, legendary Top Cats, main boxing biker, Chris Rayner, everybody that rock out with us, man, over on the corner, man, on the block, man. But hey, let me say this before we get started. Tomorrow morning, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is just afternoon, uh, and 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's going down on Marlo's Corner. The fight is going to be broadcast on ESPN Plus. So if you got the app, that's where it's going to be at. If you don't have the app, get the free trial. You know what I'm saying? If they still got the free trial, I think they do. But if they do, get the free trial, man. And y'all bring y'all cups of coffee or whatever your libation, your morning wake up, your wake and bake. You know what I'm saying? Snack pack, all of that, man. Bring it with you, man, over to the corner, man, because it's going down. Yeah. Trey said El Fenici was going down with ghost smelling ass. That's what's up. Already, man. So yeah, make sure you pull up on Marlo's Corner tomorrow, man. Cause that's where we the whole block fam, that's where we're gonna be at. You know what I'm saying? Trey and Marlo gonna crawl a frog out of well. You know what I'm saying? Block fam gonna back them up with that good in between ring analysis and scorekeeping and all of that, man. And we're gonna do it how we do it, man. That's what's up. All right. Like we said, this is the breakdown prediction video for. Oh man, I'm still tripping. Hold up, man. I want to finish with my solution shout out. I said shout out to the Block fam, man. Hey, shout out to the whole LDBC out there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Independence, man. Whoever, you know what I'm saying, that pop up in the house. Man, boxing bike in the building. You see, roughly pipes. That's what's up, man. Hey, I'm fully clothed today. That's what's up, man. That's what it is, man. But yeah, yeah. Shout out to the whole LDBC. Shout out to the whole fight community. You know what I'm saying? Fight fam. Appreciate y'all rocking with us tonight, man. But and I'm pissed. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I've already done this video. I did it on my phone, and for some reason it didn't upload correctly. And I was like, damn, go ahead and do this thing again, man. So this time we decided to do it live, man. But yeah. So y'all pardon me. I'm not gonna be able to see all the comments right now because I'm gonna be putting some stuff up on the screen. Just found this out about this yard strain. So we're gonna get into the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna start with Anthony Yarde. All right. Anthony Yarde comes in with a record of 18 0 with 17 KOs. Stands 6 feet even. Box rec didn't list his reach, so I don't have that. And he is an orthodox fighter. All right, on to the good. Let's get it. All right, number one, he is a strong fighter. Some people, I mean, you can look at him and tell, man, he's got that action figure physique. You know what I'm saying? Very, very muscle bound and muscular. You know, um, he's not a frail individual. So if you go in there, uh, banging with him, man, you're gonna have to bring it, man, because like I said, he's a strong dude, man. In some cases, a lot of people account that as a negative because they'll say that he's over muscular, overly muscular, or you know what I'm saying, too many muscles, too muscle bound, whatever the case may be. But the fact remains, man, that if you're gonna, especially like in the in the torso area, if you come in there trying to bang there, man, then you better come with it, man, because he got plenty of muscles to spare, and that's also helps him with a lot of those shots that he delivers, man. He's got a lot of force behind it due to all the muscle mass that he has, man. All right, so let's go here. Number two, got decent head movement early in the fight. Um, we talked about this on the little test live stream I did last night, man. Um, After about the from like the first to the I max it out and say like the fourth round, you'll still see remnants of that head movement. But after about that fourth round or so, that head movement dies down and the head gets stationary and that chin starts to come up. So, but the head movement is there early in the fight. So that can't do anything but be an advantage for him. All right, he's a good power puncher. That's his claim to fame. The power punches, especially those the hooks, and his left hook to the body, or his left hook. Period. That's his bread and butter. That's his money shot, whether it's to the body or to the head, man. That left hook is the one that normally gets him out of there. And the next one on here is the left hook. We just spoke about that, man. That's his go-to shot right there. All right. See, got a nice jab when used. The jab isn't consistent, but when he does use it, it's a nice snappy jab, and it could it could be uh, a punch that could inflict some damage, but it could also be something that'll give him distance so he can get off his other shots, or it could be a range finder. You know what I'm saying, for that right hand. He's got good hand speed. I was pleasantly surprised because I didn't think of him as being quick handed, but I saw spurts and evidence of when he let his hands go, especially in combination punches. He's got pretty decent hand speed, good hand speed, man. So I can't front on that. Nice short combos, and normally they're the power shots, the hooks, the 3-4, the 4-3, or you might get like the 3-5. I've seen that in there. The 3-6, I've seen that in there. So those power punch short combos, those work pretty well for him, and he's able to generate a lot of power and force on those. Got a good body attack. He has a better body attack than he has a head attack to me, and that seems to be that's his uh, modus operandi, if you would. You know what I'm saying? He can he goes in there to get that body to break the fighter down, as a fighter should. It's always good to invest in the body work, man. But he goes in there with the intent on breaking fighters down to the body, so he can go ahead and catch him to the head when that presents itself. Fights well at all three levels. Um, if I had to rate him, I would say he fights the best from intermediate range. Next to that, on the inside, and then from the outside would be the least of the three. But I mean, uh, a serviceable enough job from the outside. But you could tell he's always wanting to get to the inside. That's where he wants to be. That's where he's comfortable at, or in that intermediate range where he can really throw those hooks with good torque and good force. Shows slickness. He is I guess you could say, a byproduct of the Mayweather gym. Spent a lot of time training around there, so some of that Mayweather slickness, lubricant or whatever you want to call it, has rubbed off on him. I know that sounded bad, but anyway, he picked up some things from Floyd and the Mayweather team in terms of being able to slip punches and evade punches. Um, he's shown evidence of that. So he's not always going to be right there to be hit, although he can be hit. But especially earlier in the fights, it's a little bit more difficult to rein him in and get a good shot off on him. He's able to disguise his punches, and that was also something that surprised me. That I didn't pay attention to before when I was watching him. I've seen him throw shots that look like they start out as jabs and they wind up being hooks, or they start out being hooks and they turn into uppercuts, you know, and that's something that'll keep an opponent guessing because they go to block or slip one way and think that they're out of harm's way, and that punch turns into something totally different, and they get caught anyway. So that's cool, man. That's something that he's gonna need against Sergey. Got a good right hand over a lazy or hanging jab, and I was noticing that I can't think of the name of the last dude he fought, man, but dude left his jab out there a couple of times, and he was taller than than Anthony Yarde, but he kept that jab hanging out there, man, and Anthony came right over the top of that with that straight right, man, and he was able to catch it repeatedly. All right, that was the good. So now on to the bad, and we're gonna do it like this. Bam. Come on. All right. Head gets stationary, and we talked a little bit about that. His head movement starts out decent in the beginning of fights, but early in the fights into that mid portion of the fight on to whenever it ends, that head gets stationary. And like I said, that chin starts to come up too. So that's an inviting target for a slick heavy hitter like Kovalev. Next, that Philly shell defense. That was one thing that he wouldn't have picked up from Mayweather. Is that Philly shell, man? Y'all see it? I got the soft taco shell because for some reason, man, he gets caught with the right hand when he's in that Philly shell. So yeah, I don't know what it is, but that's something I wish they would take out of his toolkit and replace with some good solid defensive posture and tactics. Mostly a straightforward and back fighter. Doesn't show a lot of good use of angles. He's normally gonna come straight in the door. Uh, he wants to be right in front of the opponent, so he knows where the opponent is. But the flip side of that is the opponent knows exactly where you at. You right there in front of him. So like I said, not a lot of use of angles, just straightforward and back. Not much evidence of a back foot game either. Um, that's pretty self-explanatory, man. So if Kovalev can get him going back, it might be a long night at the office for that dude, man, because it's gonna be hard for him to get away from what Kovalev is laying down on him. So yeah, haven't been in deep waters yet. By deep waters, I'm talking about the championship rounds. I want to say that the deepest he's been in is like the sixth or seventh round, maybe the eighth, but I want to say like the sixth or seventh round is the longest that one of his fights have gone. So yeah, that's what that is, man. All right, and the that was the good and the bad on Anthony Yard. Let's go ahead and pull up Sergey Kovalev's, man. All right, so Sergey Kovalev comes in with a record of 33-3-1 with 28 KOs. He stands 6 feet even, has a 72.5-inch reach, and he also is an orthodox fighter. So we got two right-handers going against each other, which is pretty common. You know that. All right. Now, on to the good for Sergey Kovalev. He's got some good. Uh, First thing, high experience level. He's been in there and banged it out with some of the best, from Bernard Hopkins to Andre Ward. He was recently in there twice against Alvarez and split with him. But even in the loss, man, he took some things away from that fight, and he knew that where he was at in his boxing career and what he had in his toolbox, he needed some more tools. So he went out and he got Buddy McGirt, and Buddy McGirt helped him add to that toolbox, and that's all part of that experience. You know, he had enough experience to know that, hey, my trainer that I got right now is only able to get me so far. I need somebody that's gonna take me to that next level and help me get to that next step. You know, get me back up on my game. You know what I'm saying? Supreme. And that was Buddy McGirt. But yeah, high experience level. He's seen it all, done it all, been in there with basically, the majority of them at 175. So that's what it is. That's going to be a key factor for him. Has a very good jab, strong, snappy jab. Shoots it from different launching points, changes up the speed on it. And I heard, should I say that now or should I wait? No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on that. I'm gonna wait on that. But yeah, very good jab, and that's gonna be, you're gonna see a whole lot of that jab tomorrow morning. I bet I bet $100 to a bucket of dog shit. You're gonna see a whole lot of that jab tomorrow. Um, it's gonna be the range controller. It's gonna be what helps him to work uh, other types of punches in. It's gonna work off of that jab, and he's good at that, man. So be prepared because the jab show is coming tomorrow. Uses feints well, and I saw something that I don't know. Maybe one of y'all have seen it before, but I'd never seen it before, and it stood out to me when I was watching film on Sergey. But I saw him when he was fighting Alvarez, and I didn't notice it when I watched the fight live. But he was in there, and he did a double jab on him, tunk, tunk, and he feinted that right hand, and Alvarez stepped back, you know, and then Kovalev came right back with a double jab again. It was like duck, 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 and he worked him right back into the corner. And when he got him in the corner, he was able to get that work in. But uh, Alvarez thought, okay, jab, jab, here comes the right. I'm back far enough, and then he came with the double jab again. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, that was dope. So yeah, he uses those feints even in the midst of combinations. He'll feint shots and take it a completely different way. So I thought that was pretty dope when I saw that. All right, this one's obvious right here. He's heavy-handed. He's an older dude, but Sergey can still crack. Don't get that twisted. That dude still got some heat in those gloves. So anybody that's thinking that he pillow fisted or he full of that polymyalgia or whatever, that Amir Khan or nah, man, that dude still got some hands. Ask Alvarez if he felt them shots. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny. I heard when I was looking at that Alvarez Kovalev 2, Andre Ward was commentating, and Andre Ward attested to, what I'm saying, how heavy those shots were. And he said out of his own mouth, it wasn't the fact that he was in there swinging for the fences and trying to take his head off, but those short, hard, quick, crisp, thudding shots, those were the ones that were hurting. Those were the ones that were confusing. Those were the ones that were making Andre Ward, and all this is out of his own mouth. Go back and watch that video. He said because of those shots, he had to go to plan B, C, D, E, F, and G. Which I don't think he didn't go that far down the line, but it probably went from plan A to plan B. So yeah, you got some heat in the gloves. Uh, Still has good hand speed and good footwork for an old timer. He's long in the tooth, yes, but uh, he still can when he lets his hands go. His punch output is still good. Uh, the speed that he throws those combinations at is still good, and his footwork. I'll be honest, since he got with Buddy McGirt, it looks better than it ever did to me. His lateral movement was super good against Alvarez. He was able to spin out and away from Alvarez and get himself out of position and out of danger. So yeah, the hands and feet still work for Kovalev. Throws straight, crisp shots, and this also is part of what Andre Ward was talking about, man. But the reason I put it down is because Yard is by nature a power puncher. The majority of his shots that he throws are hooks, are uppercuts. They're wide, sometimes winging. And how do you deal with somebody that throws wide, winging shots? Uh, Sharp, crisp, quick shots straight down the pipe. Beat him to the punch. And Kovalev has that in his arsenal. He is a master at those type of shots. He would prefer to throw those type of shots. In my opinion, from what I saw, more than throwing the power punches. You know, sometimes it seems like he can get in love with head hunting, but in a lot of cases, it works for him. You know what I'm saying? That's not to say he can't crack to the body because he can, but uh, he is a boxer. At this point in his career, he is a boxer. Buddy McGirt has helped mold him and and let him know that hey, stay on the outside, as much as necessary. Use your jab, work off your jab, throw your combinations off the jab, but keep that range, keep that distance. And I heard him say a whole lot of times in that last fight with Alvarez when they were in the corner, man, you can do this all night. Just stay outside and pick him off. So, I I expect to see a similar game plan with Yard. Does a good job tying up opponents on the inside. Well, he does now anyway. Since the Alvarez fight, and I expect to see that quite a bit with Yard. Yard's gonna try to get in there and get to that body, but I think Kovalev is gonna tie him up like a brand new pair, you know, gym shoes or something like that. Man, he gonna try to tie that dude in knots to keep him from getting inside and getting that body work off. All right. Still shows evidence of good power shots. We said that a minute ago, man. Please don't get it twisted and think that that dude still can't lay good shots, bruh. His right hook to the body is is hard. That's the best way to put it, man. It's a devastating punch. He lands it right. You know what I'm saying? It could it could make you bend the knee like you on Game of Thrones or something like that. Yeah. What else we got? Hold up, what we got here? Oh, still has some slickness, not completely rusted out. You know what I'm saying? He's old, but like we said, he can still move. And I think he moves better now than he did earlier in his career because I don't think that the lateral movement and the lateral footwork was stressed with his old camps and his old trainers the way Buddy McGirt stressed it in the last fight and will probably continue to stress it going forward. So yeah, that's what's up. Good at resetting and giving different looks. Watch tomorrow night when when they're squared up in front of each other. There's going to be points and times where it looks like they're getting ready to engage, and Kovalev is just going to walk off on them. You know what I'm saying? Give a different angle, different look, and reset. And that, for one, it frustrates the opponent, and then it forces them to to reset and start again. So sometimes that's a useful tool. Uh, give a different look, get a different range, get a different angle. You know what I'm saying? Throw off their timing. You know, sometimes it can't do anything but help. So, good straight right to the body. That was another punch of his that I noticed that he had a lot of success with against Alvarez and others. And that straight right to the body, man, that could be as good if you execute it the way it's supposed to be executed, man. That could be just as good as a hook to the body, because it's going to keep that distance. It's going to take some wind out of the opponent, and in a lot of cases, it's going to knock them back or knock them off their square and make them reset and have to start over again. So useful punch, very effective punch when thrown correctly, and Kovalev is one of the best at throwing that. He has been in deep waters before. He's been in championship rounds, late in fights. Some of those didn't end so well. such as the first Alvarez and the second Ward fight, but you know, still he's been there and he's been that far into fights multiple times. Um, I noticed in the Alvarez fight when it got into rounds 9, 10, 11, and 12, it was like Kovalev kind of stepped on another gear and he kind of picked up the pace. And you could start to see like Alvarez starting to fatigue a little bit. The frustration was setting in. And this is gonna be Yard's biggest fight of his life. He just went from pre-K straight to the master's uh, PhD course in college. So we're gonna see how he fares if and when he gets to those championship rounds. You know what I'm saying? What is his mind state and his mental and his resolve gonna be like then? So that's gonna be something to watch for. All right, now on to the bad because he does have some bad. Well, yeah, there you go. All right. Sometimes he leaves that jab hanging, and when I say hanging, it's like it goes out quick, it comes back slow, and with it coming back slow, and I don't know if that's because he wants to be able to throw it once, bring it halfway back, throw it again, and he doesn't have to bring it all the way back, to the shoulder or the shoulder area to throw it. That way he can whop, whop on it real quick. But I noticed that the same way that jab was coming back slow, Yard had success with the straight right over jabs like that against I cannot think of the name of that dude he was fighting, man, but he had success. That same type of slow recoil type of jab or jab that gets left hanging out there. So we will see. We're going to have to work on that, man. He is long in the tooth. Sergey is what, like 37, maybe 38, 37, 38, somewhere like that, man. He is no spring chicken, man. And this could be out with the old and in with the new, as the homie Trey X likes to say, bruh. But uh, if it's not, if he goes in there and he collects Anthony Yard's scalp to put on the mantle, either way, bruh, show is damn near over. This could be the curtain call right here. But if it's not, if there's another act to this show that is Sergey Kovalev, the show is damn near over. So you better stay in your seat and keep watching it while you can, because I don't believe it's gonna be too much more left. Does not like it to the body. Andre Ward showed us this. Um, Alvarez in the first fight showed us this. If you can get to his body, that is his kryptonite area. If you could do effective damage to his body, he he does not like that. He does not want that in his life, and he gonna do whatever he can do to get away from that. You know what I'm saying? In the case of Ward, he'll quit. But we'll see. That's if you can get to his body and keep effective pressure and damage to his mid range, his midsection. You know what I'm saying? He is not a fan of that. Um, I put question marks behind this one because I wasn't sure, but it was something that I don't know, just kind of caught my eye. It seemed like Kovalev was like pretty easy to move with a stiff jab, and I know jabs have moved people in the past, but at the same time, I've seen people stand pat and take some hard jabs. But it seemed like in the Alvarez fight, the second one, when there were times in that fight when Alvarez would, you know, touch him to the chest with a jab, and Kovalev would wind up taking like two, three steps backwards and then having to come back. And I was like, man, he seems pretty easy to move with that. But I mean, I could be tripping, but like I said, it caught my eye, so I put it in there. That's why I put it in there with question marks. Uh, his body attack is not consistent. Um, he would, I want to call him a headhunter. I mean, he does do work to the body, but I think he could do so much more. But on the flip side of that, I do believe that a lot of that is because of Buddy McGirt. And Buddy McGirt is dead set on keeping him out of that phone booth area as much as he can because he knows that's not a strength of Kovalev's. So, the majority of all the work is done from range from the outside, you know. And when he does get into that intermediate or phone booth area, um, if he can get some body work in, cool. If not, he's getting the hell out of Dodge. You know, he's getting back to that comfortable range. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's just something that caught my eye, like I said. Let's see what else we got. Right. Sometimes I noticed, I noticed a few times where it seemed like he misjudged his range and he was throwing his jabs from too far away and they were like lunging jabs and he was throwing them from way further out than he should. And by the time he got to the end of that jab, he still had like this much room left to go to the opponent. But that put him in what I like to call the kill zone, the danger zone. Fighters have to be real careful about that. Uh, Misjudging that distance, and you get in there and you get at the end of your punch and you didn't connect, and the fighter may be able to connect with you. So, that's something that he's gonna have to be mindful of. He's gonna have to be aware of his distance, his range, his maximum range, his minimum range, all of that. So yeah, that was bad for Kovalev. All right, now we're gonna go to keys of victory for Anthony Yarde. Here they go. Hey, he's going to have an effective jab. If he goes in there just relying strictly on power shots, I think it's going to be a long night for him, and I think he's going to wind up taking more damage than he inflicts. But he's got to have that jab in order to set up those power shots and everything not be so telegraphed and timable. That left hook to the body is his money shot. That's his bread and butter, man. He needs to find a home for that consistently, man. And the body work early and often to include that left hook to the body. But he needs to find a way over, under, and through, around, whatever the case may be, around Kovalev's jab and his lead right, uh, or the straight right. He needs to find a way around those to be able to get inside and work that body. And he needs to be able to apply effective pressure. Um, if I was, in my opinion, man, I don't think it's going to do him very well to sit back and try to box because Kovalev is the better boxer. That's not Yard's forte. That's not his strength. I think he needs to pressure him and, like I said, be able to find a way to get inside on him so he can do damage. Because just sitting back at range, at length, and trying to box with Kovalev, I think he's gonna lose that fight. That's not a battle he's gonna win, in my opinion. And don't waste your punches. Don't go out there. This is gonna be the biggest fight of your life. Uh, the lights are gonna be brighter than they ever been. The stage is gonna be bigger than they ever were. The crowd is gonna be cheering louder than it ever has before. Don't go out there and just get punch happy. You know what I'm saying? Make your punches count. You know what I'm saying? Be effective, be efficient. Make your punches count. Don't waste them. All you're gonna do is tire yourself out and mess around and give an opening for Kovalev to catch you with something hard, and you be looking up at the lights from your back pockets. That's what's up, man. But so let's go to Kovalev's keys to victory. All right, straight punches. Uh, I believe those are going to be the most vital thing, or one of the most vital things that Kovalev is going to be able to use that's going to win the day for him. Are those straight, crisp, sharp, quick punches down the pipe. Because I do believe that most of Anthony Yarde's stuff is going to be coming from around the corner. So if he can take it straight down Broadway, I think in most instances he'll hit his mark before Yarde is going to hit his. Uh, Beat Yarde to the punch. Um, I'm not saying that he's got to go bum rush Yarde, but at the same time, once he establishes that range, let your hands go. You know what I'm saying? Don't Don't sit back and wait and always try to counter, man. Hey, take that to him. You know what I'm saying? Work that jab, work that straight. You know what I'm saying? Work those combinations off of that jab. Once you've established your range and that distance with that jab, you know. And the next one is control the range with the jab. All right, we got that. We just talked about that. Use experience and IQ to set traps. Like we said, Sergei's been in there with some of the best in the business. Um, he's done it for years. He's seen it all. He's done most of it. Um, some of those those experiences and those traps that you learned over the years, now would be the perfect time to try to apply those to this young, green, up and coming uh, prospect slash contender. I guess you want to call him contender. He's still in the prospect range to me, bro. But like I said, he's jumping in that PhD course. So may the force be with him. But yeah, use those traps, um, you know, to move him around the ring where you want him, to walk him in the shots that you know that you're gonna be able to land and land effectively. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Don't chase the knockout. Don't go out there chasing the knockout. Buddy McGirt told you in that last Alvarez fight, man, don't go out there chasing that KO. Just sit back and box. If you do that, I think you'll be okay. All right, and that is all that I got on that. So, um, now I can see the comments again, man. I'm sorry to everybody that was commenting. That's the reason I wasn't responding to you, because when I was putting those tags up, they call them banners. It covers up the comment section. So I apologize about that, and I go back through and I check the comments, man. But all of that being said, my choice to win this fight is I got Sergei Kovalev winning this fight by unanimous decision. I don't believe anybody's gonna get knocked out. Uh, I believe this fight. Well, you know what? If somebody does get knocked out, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know most people, the obvious choice is, hey, well, Yard is the stronger, the younger, more physically gifted or whatever, what I'm saying, type of fighter, bro. But I think if somebody's gonna get knocked out, it's gonna come in those late rounds, in those deep waters, you know what I'm saying? A place where Yard has never been before, and at that particular time, he'll have thrown everything that he knows at Kovalev. Frustration may have set in, you know what I'm saying? And he might go out there chasing that knockout, you know what I'm saying? Swinging for the fences or whatever the case may be, man. And at that point in time, I could see Yard getting hit with something that puts him down, man. But I honestly, unless Yard, if unless he ordered him an effective jab on Amazon, a consistent effective jab on Wish.com or something like that, man. And it comes in, and it came in tonight, and he installed it, and it's gonna be ready to go for the fight tomorrow. Unless he did that, bro, I got Kovalev, man. I think Crusher gonna go out here and school this boy, man, and let him know he hadn't taken all the classes yet. There's levels to this, man. As much as I would like to see Yard, get a big victory like this, bro, he should have went up all the steps instead of trying to jump floors. Hey, he should have went up all the steps. But that's what's up, man. So yeah, we got Kovalev over here at the house. So let me scroll back up, and then we're gonna jump back in chat and see what we got. Mike Hennigan. Hey man, hey, appreciate you stopping by the house, bro. You know what I'm saying? He holler. Say salute, Roughhouse, salute right back at you. Robert Stewart, he say he chilling. So that bitch jumped up on me. He say, where did I just see that? He said chilling, soaking in the knowledge from the homie. That's what's up, man. Appreciate you coming through. Trey X hollering and Mike Hennigan. Oh, yeah, you know what? And one other thing I do like about this uh, is I can put your comments up on the screen. I like that. That's kind of throw. The setup for this StreamYard is kind of basic and kind of ugly. I'll be honest with you, man. But it's not as jazzy and as snazzy as some of those other live stream programs out there. But man, it's super simple. It's super simple. If I can figure it out, any of y'all can figure it out. All right, we got Robert James in the building. He said that James Tony video Marlo dropped on his channel is classic. Great piece of work. Salute BLOCKFAM. Yes, sir, man. Hey, that's an idea that Marlo and Chris Rayner came up with, and those boys worked super hard, putting all that together. They built that from scratch, you know, digging up videos, digging up information, you know what I'm saying, narrating, and all they kind of did was just toss me a play like, here, hey, say these words. And that's what I did, you know what I'm saying? So my part is small, man, but those boys, Chris Rayner and Marlo, and they put in some time. I mean, I'm talking like weeks on that to get all of that together, man. So that's what's up. Appreciate that. El Fenici hollering at Derek Bailey. Let's see what we got. Scroll down. Everybody hollering at y'all. BrooklynChild Boxing in the building. He say, what's good, y'all? See, y'all, let's talk this boxing shit, y'all. That's what's up, bro. Hey, they tell me you're going to be on the panel tomorrow, man. Looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it. Love to get the real ones on there. BrooklynChild, he also say Lions in the camp, so I guess he going with Yarde tomorrow. So that's what's up. He said it again, Lions in the camp. That's what's up. Hey, everybody right now, man, let me know who you got. Put it in the chat who you got, because I'm gonna get down to it eventually. Hey, shout out to the homie Mark Wunderlich, Utah in the house. That's what's up. Hey, appreciate you stopping by the house, man. Hey, wipe your feet, close the door behind you. Come on in, man. Have a seat, man. Sit over there by El Fenici and Trey X. They go smell the axes. That's what's up. And Mark said, I wipe my feet and close the door. Appreciate it, man. He done been here before. He ain't a guest no more. He family. That's what's up, man. Everybody talking to everybody. Try to scroll down. BrooklynChild waiting for Yarde to get that. Oh, El Fenici say BrooklynChild waiting for Yarde to get that ass touched up. Yeah, we're gonna see. Hey, it's gonna be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Whether it goes the whole 12 or it don't, man. I think it's gonna be a good fight, man. All right, we got Mike Hennigan. You know what I'm saying? And he said the only way y'all will win in Russia is with a KO. He will not win on decision. You know what? If this was in Vegas, I don't believe he'd win on decision. I think he had to knock Kovalev out. I'll be honest with you. What you say, bucket of dog shit? Yup. I bet $1 against the bucket of dog shit. Real talk. That's what's up. See who else we got in here. Okay, Robert Stewart in the joint. He said, I'll be chanting Lions in the camp tomorrow, but that doesn't mean he is my pick to win. Oh, you straggling the fence, Robert. Come on, man. Sound like you hedging your bets. You know what I'm saying? What does your eye tell you? What does your gut tell you? Go with that. Ride with that. That's what's up. Then Mike came back. He said, excellent analysis on point, fam. That's what's up. Appreciate you, bro, for stopping by, man. Always welcome here at the house. Mark Wunderlich, I don't even know what that is. It is These Nuts app. Okay. You talking about the zone? Is that what you calling it? All right. I don't know. I'm gonna stay out of that conversation. Sorry, JJ Warner. I'm not sure if I recognize the name, man, but hey, welcome to the house, man. Appreciate you stopping through, man. Wipe your feet, close the door behind you. Come on in, man. Hey, sit over there next to Mark Wunderlich. That's what's up. He said, sorry to ask, but how long till the fight? The fight is, and I'm assuming you're here in the United States, JJ, but the fight is it's gonna be on ESPN Plus. It comes on 12:30 p.m. tomorrow, which is like right afternoon time. 12:30 in the afternoon Eastern, 11:30 Central, 11:30 a.m. Central, 10:30 Mountain Time, and 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for all my California cats and my Washington State cats and my Oregon cats. Everybody out that way. 9:30 in the morning, man. It's gonna be early, but that's what it is. They fighting in Russia, and that's what time is coming on. Derek Bailey said today, uh, actually tomorrow. It'll be today in a few minutes, I guess. But what else? Mark Wunderlich said it's in the morning. Real talk, tomorrow morning. So JJ, tomorrow morning. Hey, for everybody out there that doesn't know, like I don't know if JJ knows. JJ, tomorrow morning, when the fight comes on, go to Marlo's Corner and you get that live play-by-play, blow-by-blow from the great Marlo and Trey X on the fight call commentary. The whole block family gonna be there doing in-between round analysis and scoring and breakdown and all of that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good time. Trust me, believe me. You know what I'm saying? If you dig it here at the house, man, you're gonna love it on the corner. So that's what's up, man. Make sure you rock with us tomorrow morning. J JJ say another UK champ. So I think he ride with Yard. That's what's up. Already. Everybody still hollering at everybody. Mike Hennigan say facts. That's what's up. Derek Bailey hollering at Mike Hennigan say he was wondering the same thing. I'm not sure what he talked about. Mike Hennigan said effective jab will set up the power punch. Exactly, man. And that goes for either fighter. Kovalev has a leg up on that already because he's got an effective jab. Uh, Yard has a jab. It's not a seasoned jab, and it's not a jab that he uses to his maximum potential or often enough in my case, bro. But you know, it is what it is. Mike said, Roughhouse Boxing, fam. No apologies needed. I hope Yard by KO, but that might be slim to none. You know what I'm saying? Could be. We'll see. El Fenici, you know what I'm saying? AKA Edgar Allan Poe, the master of Crow. He said, yeah, Crusher for the W. That's what's up. We're going to see what it do. Scroll up. Let's see. Derek Bailey said he ride with Yard. That's what's up. Robert Stewart said he undecided. Oh, come on, Rob. You know what I'm saying? It's a pick 'em fight to you, huh? That's what's up. I can see that, you know what I'm saying? And somebody, I can see in this fight how both people could win. I can see how both people could lose. But I see more so how Kovalev will win this fight versus how Yard could lose the fight. You know, so that's just the way I see it went out. And I'm strictly looking at styles, uh, tactics, patterns, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. I'm not looking at, oh, I don't like this dude because he said this, and I don't like that dude because he wore that, or it ain't none of that. It's just strictly boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the fighters and how they fight. You know, their strengths, their weaknesses, pros and cons. That's all we rocking with when we make these picks. Uh, what we got here? Derek Bailey said, y'all will definitely need a KO because he won't get the decision in Russia. It's probably gonna be harder for him to get in Russia. If Yard goes over there and somehow he magically schools Kovalev in that ring, you know, and it goes all 12 and he just outboxes him, he ain't getting that decision. He ain't getting that decision, bro. He's not. Man, Vladimir Putin already got that envelope ready. But I don't think there's gonna be a need for it, man. I think Kovalev gonna do his thing. Robert Stewart said I'll get my pick tomorrow in the gym. That's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to rush you or hurry you, bro. You know it's all love. I'm just messing with you. All right. And I think that's it, man. I think I'm caught up in the chat, man. But hey, man, once again, I appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with me over here at the house, man. Y'all know y'all all welcome. Um, like I said, man, Marlo's Corner tomorrow morning. Hold up, we got somebody in the building. Who is this? Saint Cruising in the house, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you stopping by the crib, man, by the house, man. You know what it is. Like feet close the door behind you. Come on in. You said the favorite Kovalev is right. It's why Canelo wants him. but rooting for Yarde. Kovalev is long in the tooth. I can't front and say that. And we've already seen him take some L's, but we've seen him come back from those L's and grab a W. So, you know, this fight right here, in my opinion, is gonna tell the tale of which fork in the road that Kovalev's career take. Is it gonna take the fork that goes up, or is it gonna take the fork that goes down? One of the two. But like I said, either way, man, the Kovalev show it ain't much longer. Even if he wins this fight, man, that dude is long in the tooth, man. 37, 38, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Mark Wunderlich said it's gonna be popping in Marlo's corner tomorrow. Already, man. You already know, Mark. Shoot, it goes down on the corner, man. So yeah, I caught up in the chat, man. Uh got one here from Mike Hennigan. He said, great chat. Excellent analysis, man. Hey, appreciate that, bro. Hey, make sure you stop back by the house, man, next time we do this, man, because my laptop was down for a while. I was computerless for a minute, but we back on with the laptop. We good to go. So these are gonna get pumped out more often. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be on a regular, consistent basis, man. I'm back in action, man. I feel like I was a flat tire, man, on the block. But they got me patched up, air backed up. You know what I'm saying? I'm full of that fix a flat. We rolling again, man. That's what it is, man. But like I said before, man, y'all already know what it is. I am that boy Box. This is Roughhouse Boxing TV. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody that stopped through. Shout out to the BLOCKFAM. Shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to everybody that pulled up tonight, you know what I'm saying, rock out with us at the house, man. And trying to think, is it anything else? Anything else? Anything? Nope. I ain't got nothing else. So y'all can go ahead and get on out the house now. Jeez.